In a lengthy statement posted on his Facebook page early Wednesday, Cannon wrote, "If I have furthered the hate speech, I wholeheartedly apologize. But now I am the one making demands. I demand full ownership of my billion-dollar Wild 'N Out brand that I created, and they will continue to misuse and destroy without my leadership. I demand that the hate and backdoor bullying cease, and while we are at it, now that the truth is out, I demand the apology." In the post, which is titled Truth and Reconciliation, Cannon began by noting he is deeply saddened in a moment so close to reconciliation that the powers that be misused an important moment for us to all grow closer together and learn more about one another. Instead, the moment was stolen and hijacked to make an example of an outspoken black man. I will not be bullied, silenced, or continuously oppressed by any organization, group, or corporation. I am disappointed that the Viacom does not understand or respect the power of the black community, he continued. The performer alleges the Viacom-CBS recently banned all advertisement that supported George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, who are still seeking justice for. Cannon also claims he personally reached out to Viacom-CBS chair Shari Redstone to have a conversation of reconciliation and actually apologize if I said anything that pained or hurt her or her community, and received no response. Viacom-CBS claims that Cannon did not attempt to connect with Redstone. It is absolutely untrue that Nick Cannon reached out to the chair of Viacom-CBS. A Viacom-CBS spokesperson told Variety. In regard to the claim about ads related to the deaths of Floyd and Taylor, the Viacom-CBS representative directed Variety to a statement in a July 12 Wall Street Journal story in which a company spokesperson said that the ad block was related to a show called Revenge Prank, and that we didn't want to be insensitive by placing ads for it next to important and serious topics such as Black Lives Matter. This is standard practice we use with our media agency to ensure that our ads don't come across as tone-deaf or disrespectful. Cannon goes on to list his achievements over the last 20 years, including executive producing and host Fox's The Masked Singer. I hope and original goal was to use this moment to show healing and acceptance, and prayed that Viacom would use their powers for good. Instead, I am now receiving death threats, hate messages, calling me an ungrateful, and beyond, said Cannon, who was retweeting messages of support from fans as well as critics calling him the N-word well into early hours of Wednesday. Viacom's goal to keep me from providing and lineage will be foiled. They can try to kick me while I'm down or force me to kiss the master's feet in public for shame and ridicule, but instead I stand firm on my square with my fist in the air repeating my mantra, "You can't fire a boss." In his statement, Cannon also highlighted an outpouring of love and support from the Jewish community, noting he has spoken with rabbis, clergy, professors, and co-workers who have offered to help him. A Viacom-CBS spokesperson confirmed on Tuesday that it was severing ties with Cannon after it emerged that the performer had said on his podcast that black people are the true Hebrews, in addition to discussing anti-Semitic conspiracy theories Rothschild family. Viacom condemns bigotry of any kind, and we categorically denounce all forms of anti-Semitism. We have spoken with Nick Cannon about an episode of his podcast Cannon's Class on YouTube, which promoted hateful speech and spread anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, said the company in a statement shared with Variety. While we support ongoing education and dialogue in the fight against bigotry, we are deeply troubled with Nick has failed to acknowledge or apologize for perpetuating anti-Semitism, and we are terminating our relationship with him. We are committed to doing better in our response to incidents of anti-Semitism, racism, and bigotry. Viacom-CBS will have further announcement on our efforts to combat hate of all kinds, the company said.